Hi, everyone. It's Derek with Keystone Cattle Company. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're looking at for this spring. Right now, it is winter. There's actually about 6 inches of snow outside today. I'm hiding in my office. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're looking at for springtime when it comes to beef shares specifically. So, we are going to be running a promotion from now until the end of March, where if you place a beef deposit, whether in person or online, you can do that on our website, that you will get 2 pounds of sausage for free. So we have a couple different flavors to pick from. You have mild country, salt and pepper only. That's a carnivore diet friendly option. You also have sweet Italian and breakfast sage. This is from our non-GMO fed heritage breed, antibiotic and hormone free hog herd that we source from, raised by Jonathan Brenneman in Lidditz. We are very pleased to offer those for sale here. We do lots of these as whole and half hogs. We also run them through USDA inspected butcher shop in order to offer that retail. So I do have pork bundles here to be purchased, but I want to give you 2 pounds of sausage for free when you sign up for beef in the spring. So when you place a beef deposit, this means that you are agreeing to purchase a share of beef in the future. A share is a quarter, half, or whole beef, and each one of those is exactly what it sounds like. A quarter of beef is 25% of the yield from one animal. So we're going to be running a bunch of those through our own butcher shop, Mountain Man Mobile Processing, this spring. So April, May, and June, we're going to have lots of availability for all three of our beef types. Check that out on the appropriate page. I'd like to walk through a little bit here what makes the grass-fed beef so special. So this is what I eat at home, my wife and I. We have specific health goals that we are working towards, one of them being keeping our children very, very healthy. So we really appreciate the ability to bring this super high-quality protein to our two sons. We actually also are feeding them the ancestral blend ground beef. This is where you mix the heart, tongue, and liver in with the ground beef. It gets mixed in and you really don't notice it. It's still very much a grass-fed flavor, but you do not get a very strong liver flavor. So it's a great way to keep iron levels up and keep consuming these very special organs that are very nutritious for human beings, but can be difficult to eat in their raw form. There are some people who can. Heart is very good and liver seems to be the least favorite, but it's a great way to get just a little bit of that in your diet each week. We eat it probably 2 or 3 times a week. If you have not had grass-fed beef before, we definitely recommend that you go ahead and try that, even if it's just one of our 10-pound sampler boxes, before placing an order for a quarter of beef. I have heard people say that they purchased up to a half of grass-fed beef because they read an article and decided that it was the right move for them, and their family ended up not liking it. That either a spouse or children, just it didn't fit their palate. So that is also why we offer the non-GMO pastured version, is because some people want a transition beef available. So this is one, the non-GMO pastured combines the two elements of the grain-fed and the grass-fed and sort of brings them together. So it's a stepping stone in the direction of, hey, I want my family to eat this long term because I believe in the nutritional benefits of this. Whatever you end up deciding, we hope that you feel welcomed here. We want to bring you in and really help start you on this journey of learning a bit more about your health, doing something for it, being able to shop local. We see so many young families in their late 20s and 30s that are just beginning to have children. And I remember those days of really feeling intimidated by this whole sort of movement towards healthy food. And let me tell you, it takes time. There are a lot of people who are very knowledgeable, but they've been doing it for years and years. So we want to make this really palatable for people who want to come in, begin, ask questions, really learn about what's going on, figure out what's going on behind the scenes and who is raising their food, who is working with it, and what goes into that. And that's why you see tags like vaccine-free, antibiotic-free, hormone-free, and in the case of grass-fed, grain-free. So we hope that you enjoy that. Folks, call the shop if you have any questions at all, or send a text message. So we are taking deposits for shares of beef between now and up to the actual butcher date. But if you place your deposit before the end of March, you get the 2 pounds of free sausage offer to go along with that. It's very easy. You just hop on the website to the appropriate type of beef you'd like to do, in this case grass-fed beef, and at the very top you see the badges there. You click on the appropriate amount, in this case a quarter, and place your deposit, and then submit your cut sheet. So that is the last and final step of 2 steps, and you submit that with our butcher shop. There's a tutorial video there that will walk you through everything really nicely, and you'll be able to hopefully navigate that if it's your first time very easily. You know, you can go through and see all the cuts and things, the options that you can get. It's a lot of fun to get a share of beef. As always, stay prepared and stay peaceful.